the Jets. Major opportunity to move to second place in the AFC East, to get into contention for the division, to have a wild card spot on primetime football at home versus a team who has almost no fans who travel. Blown out at home. 3-touchdown loss. 27-6 final score. The New York Jets put on a disgusting, a horrific, and all bad words that you can imagine. What a terrible game. This offense is fireable. I mean, seriously, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't here, Nathaniel Hackett would probably be fired as we're speaking right now. But he's not. He's still here. He's been terrible outside of 2 games maybe at that. Zach Wilson. He looked pretty bad today. He made a few good throws, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's year 3. It's year 3. We have to stop congratulating small throws. He has to be able to elevate the team around him. He hasn't done that. The Jets defense played their hearts out. Justin Herbert, an elite quarterback, held him to less than 140 passing yards. And we lose by 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. This defense is being wasted by the offense. The ineptitude from the quarterback position. From the play calling. Hackett drives me up a wall. From the offensive line that was constructed by an offensive line guru. That offensive line looked very offensive. It was beyond terrible. Garrett Wilson's the only receiver who can create separation. I don't want to hear how the Jets tried for Devontae Adams. You could have added someone else. I don't care. At least show like you're trying. Because we saw tonight that this Jets defense is championship and Super Bowl caliber. And it's being wasted. Wasted in its prime. Who knows? Next season, the defense will probably take a step down. You can't expect them to just get better. There's things that happen. There's injuries. The Jets defense has been pretty safe with injuries. Next season, if Sauce goes down for a long time, Quinnen Williams, Bryce Huff, who knows? We might not have a top defense. We're wasting a top defense. And you want to know what's so infuriating is the problems lie with the offense. All on the offense. And the Jets had a chance to correct those issues. Correct the issues at the trade deadline. And Joe Douglas, he is stubborn. Congratulate him on his draft class. From 2021, outside of Zach Wilson, 2022, I don't care. He let this team down. His stubbornness, his pride, and his ego to not take his L's, to not try and upgrade the team and use his eyes. Because if we all as Jets fans, if the national media, if casual fans can understand that this Jets defense is Super Bowl caliber, and we all know the offense is the issue, at least try it and do something. Trade for a receiver who could get open and maybe help Zach. Trade for an offensive lineman. Sign a guy. Get a backup quarterback in the building. Josh Dobbs. You're telling me you couldn't give up a 5th-round pick to outbid the Vikings for Joshua Dobbs? Josh Dobbs just played the 6th-ranked Falcons defense. Away, mind you. Away, not home, where you have almost all of your fans at home. No, Josh Dobbs played away with players he didn't even practice with or take 1 rep in practice with. He had to teach his offensive line the cadence, and he wins that game. You're telling me Joe Douglas couldn't go get Josh Dobbs? There's so many problems. Listen, the Jets deserved to lose last week. We got away with one. We did. -7 passing yards, and we should have lost. But we lose the game with 136 passing yards allowed. And Zach Wilson's stats, they were inflated. A lot of it was in garbage time. He made some good throws, but like I said, it doesn't matter. You got to win games. It's year 3. Enough with the excuses and small victories. When you have a Super Bowl caliber defense, I mean, you can't really justify that anymore. The receivers were terrible, besides Garrett Wilson. Allen Lazard, bad penalties, bad drops. The offensive line, the left side, Laken Tomlinson, waste of money. Who signed him? Offensive line guru Joe Douglas. Because he's an eye for offensive line talent. Mekhi Becton got beat a lot from the game. Billy Turner got beat almost all game. Laken Tomlinson is getting pushed back, but he's a Pro Bowler. Pro Bowl guard. Played in San Francisco. He must be good. Come on now. It's inexcusable. It really is. And the Jets gave up a punt return touchdown. I won't give special teams too much of the blame, but it is an issue. It happened twice last year. The Jets gave up 2 punt return touchdowns last year. It happened versus the Lions and versus the Patriots. The Patriots one really hurts, but the Lions one, I got flashbacks to the Lions game because that happened in the first quarter too, almost at the very beginning of the game, just like it did today. Punt return touchdown, shoot. It's pretty much over with the way our offense plays. Oh, there's so many issues with this team, and now the Jets have one less day to prepare and rest for the Las Vegas Raiders, where the Jets are going to have to travel all the way across the country and once again play on primetime, where there is so much heat and fire on this team for their inept offense. I'm sorry, I have the whole setup here. I usually try and record myself sitting down so it looks more professional, but I just couldn't do it. This team infuriated me today, and it should infuriate all of you. And the blame goes everywhere, from players, quarterback, wide receivers, offensive line, offensive coordinator, head coach. Where's the accountability? The 3 rest of the fingers, general manager. Blame goes everywhere. The Raiders are coming off a nice win. The good thing is Aiden O'Connell's a rookie quarterback, and the Jets limited elite quarterback Justin Herbert to only to less than 140 passing yards. So the turnover. Oh, also, by the way, I can't believe I didn't mention this. The Jets could not recover a fumble to save their lives. I could have counted. Well, the Jets fumbled probably 2 times on their own, besides Zach Wilson's fumble. So 2 times didn't recover our own, and then 3 other times when the Chargers fumbled that the Jets could not recover at all. That all of those times would have changed the momentum of the game legitimately. So, it's annoying. I don't know what else to say, Jets fans. Let me know what you think. I think Joe Douglas deserves an unreal amount of skepticism, heat, and criticism. Zach Wilson deserves criticism. His situation around him is terrible, though. It's terrible. But good quarterbacks elevate the players around them, and they don't let bad circumstances drag them down. But can you say it's happened? And then Nathaniel Hackett. Dude, it's bad. It's bad. There's got to be accountability. Let me know, Jets fans. See you on the next one. Peace.